various ways of the human personalities can be understood. Science has its own way of knowing who we are, and our own education, our observation in the world also make us know, understand about ourselves. Very often, we are so curious and ask people around us, what do you think of me? If somebody asks me, one person asked me that question actually, what do you think of me? Not in a very taunting way. What do you think of me? Not like that. What do you think of me? I told him, you want real truth? Yes, I never think of you. We are all so worried about what others are thinking about us. The reality is nobody is. All our layers that we put, first foundation, second foundation, they are all, no doubt, we know that it is all superficial. And we do that because we want people to think about us the way we think about ourselves. I am really a beautiful person. I wish and hope people know it. If they don't, I have to put extra layer on that. Think of yourself living in an island alone with no other human beings. Would you put makeup? किसके लिए? Monkeys के लिए. The monkeys should think that I am a very nice person. The deer, the zebras, the elephants should appreciate me. So we see most of our actions, behavior, over a period of time, we keep on sophisticating it. Somebody wrote very beautifully, we never change. We only behave as though. We keep on doing things superficially. Look at you, if you start looking at ourselves, have we changed really? In past 10 years, past 5 years, did I really change? Ask that question very honestly to you. And you will find not much changed. Of course, changes happened. One lady was combing her hair and there was a one white hair. Young she was, but one white hair. So her young daughter was there, 5-year-old. Mom, there's a white hair. So that mom said, it's because of you. Giving me so much trouble. So she just became very quiet, that girl. But I'm thinking about Granny. How much trouble you gave. How much trouble you might have given to her. Anyways. So, if we look at ourselves, our bodies, from the day we are born till today, it has undergone so much of change. In terms of growth, change of the skin color, hair. Of course, hair color you change, that's different. And so the body is constantly changing, non-stop. And we know it. So one personality that we have is called Stula Sharir, gross body. That's the outermost layer of our personality. And that is what others see. Others don't see anything else other than our physical body, really speaking. That's why we spend so much time in making that look young. If somebody says to you, nowadays you're looking young, it's an insult, huh? Oh, Buddha, you are actually old, but now you're looking young. What you are doing for that? So outermost layer of our personality is Sthula Shariram, or otherwise known as gross body. This physical body is similar to a tree or a plant that you have in your backyard or a front yard, whose growth and existence are controlled by breathing. Think of your body existence without breathing. It cannot, not even a moment, few seconds only. So all living beings, physical body is sustained by the next layer of our personality known as Prana Sharir. Prana Shariram, which means vital air, the breathing aspect of it, physiological system. And yoga and many other practices make us able to discipline breathing so that it would become very helpful for our healthy body. So that layer only we know. Of course, if somebody comes closer and puts a hand next to the nose, they will know that there is breathing going on. Or the body, as you breathe in, breathe out, its movements. Oh, okay, this person is alive. I was talking about how you're all frozen, Without Prana Sharira, you're all frozen. Did you hear about Prana Sharira?
No? Yes. Starting portion of Prana Sharira Swamiji.
Okay. So the vital air sheath or Prana Sharira is the second layer, which others cannot see. If somebody is sleeping, you will never know whether the person is alive or dead until you put your hand closer to the nose. Oh, yes. So that's when I said, if I look at you, I do not know whether you are alive or not. And then you froze. So I said, what happened now? All are dead. So this is also not noticeable by others. Prana Sharira, only we know it. Hey, keep moving, otherwise I will not know whether you are all alive or not. All right. Sorry. Okay. Layer is that which is the very place of emotions and so Manomaya Kosha, or otherwise known as subtle body, which is mainly this point Manomaya, of the nature of mind, emotions and feelings. When we express our love, anger, greed, joy, dispassion, disgust, all various emotions. Again, you're frozen.
We can hear you, Swamiji. I think.
So Manomaya Kosha, sheath. Like you take a suit and it has to be put inside a sheath for protecting itself from the weather conditions, made of leather maybe. So that's called a sheath. So also, outermost layer that we have is Annamaya Kosha, otherwise known as Stula Shariram. It is called Annamaya Kosha because this kosha, the sheath, is made of food that we consume. Next one is Pranamaya Kosha, which we saw, vital air sheath, which is made of prana, the vital energy that we gain out of breathing. According to Vedanta, the third layer, which is subtler than the first two, is known as Manomaya Kosha, which is made of thoughts and feelings and emotions. Even subtler than the mind, there is one more kosha, the sheath is there, known as Vijnanamaya Kosha or intellectual sheath. That this is the seat of knowledge, wisdom, thinking, information, recollection. All the learning and everything takes place at this level. So these four sheaths, that is Annamaya Kosha, outer sheath made of food, Pranamaya Kosha, inner than the gross body, made of vital energy, Manomaya Kosha, seat of emotions and feelings, subtler than Prana, and Annamaya Kosha, the food sheath. Then Vijnanamaya Kosha. Among the three, among the four, this is the subtlemost, made of knowledge, wisdom, etc., which cannot be seen by others. Only you know it. Now, Vedanta holds that there is one more layer which is made of deep impressions of our past, known as Anandamaya Kosha. This is a seat of all the vasanas or deep-rooted impressions that we have been carrying on for many lives. Not only in this life, whatever we have experienced, which have left impressions, but also those which have been experienced by us over many lives. They are all present in this. Otherwise known as Karana Sharir, causal body. So these are the five sheets or five sheets, five layers of our personality. But none of them has its own life. They are not alive by themselves. There is, according to Vedanta, there is the presence of Paramatma, the self in us. It is known as the seat of God, is known as the Atman, the self. The Atman, the self, Atman, Atman. That very self is the one whose presence illuminates all other five layers, which is totally invisible. At least look at ourselves, physical body, we see our body as well as others see the body. We know we are breathing, and we know we are feeling, and we know we are thinking. These four layers we know, and we also know intentions and motives behind our own thoughts and actions, known as vasanas. But beyond that, we cannot go because the one which is eliminating everything and giving life to all of them, Atman, is imperceptible. Just like a bulb emitting light, You can see the light, you can see the bulb, you can see the filament burning, but you cannot see current, you cannot see the power, but you know there is power. Passing through the cable, it is coming as a light to you through the bulb. In the same way, Atman is an all-pervading presence, expressing through the innermost layer, Karana Sharir. From there to Vijnanamaya Kosha, intellectual sheath. From there to mind. From there to prana. And from there to body, physical body. So it crosses 5 layers. And when you see a person walking, that person is walking with the physical body, and the physical body is actually walking, and he's breathing, and he's also smiling, let us say. That means he's having a pleasant thought, and he's going towards somewhere. So he has a idea, motive to go somewhere, intellect, and he has an intention, a desire to go there, vasana. So all the 5 layers you can see, but life, you can't see. You can say he's alive, but you do not know the physical life, the life which is making it able to do it. Even if you take a tree or a plant, you can see the outer layer, the bark of a tree, leaves, flowers, everything. And you know that there is, it is breathing, it is alive. It may not have the mind, which like we have, but it also has an emotion, a feeling. Because when you go next to a plant and start singing, it'll react. If you're not singing properly, within few days, it'll die. So better don't take any chances on that. So it also reacts. It may not have the intellect. It may not have the vasanas visibly, but it is also alive. So every living being in this world is expressing the common factor of what is known as the self, the consciousness. The goal of Vedanta is to reach that point, which is of the nature of Satchit Ananda.